Welcome back to the channel, and hopefully y'all are having a great day. Y'all are starting off right, and y'all are getting y'all asses in the gym or doing some sort of exercise, whatever it is that you're into. Hopefully you putting in some work and some effort and really just staying true to yourself, you know. But besides that, I did forget to pick up the phone until we actually got here, and I was like, damn. And I think what threw me off was, so I forgot to grab my Rice Krispie. So my little pre-workout snack right before, I didn't get it. So I went ahead and stopped, grabbed some of these Lifesavers. We got 21 grams of carbs, and you know, I'm cool with it. That's a pretty good pre-workout snack. Anyway, not that it matters that much, because to be honest with you, regardless whether we had that or not, we're showing up. That shit really, like, at the end of the day, it's cool, it's nice to have, it's a luxury. If you ain't got it though, you still need to show up. Leave the excuses at home, and let's get uncomfortable. That's what I like to really think about. Let's be uncomfortable. I enjoy that. I can't wait. I'm honestly real excited right now. We have a pretty solid breakfast, and now we're having some of these. And the food had settled, so now we're feeling good. So, not too much different, if I'm going to be honest, right? Not too much different. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get inside. We're going to grab Robbie. We're going to get Robbie right. Make sure he's up and ready to go. Take our creatine. Take our pre-workout. And, you know, we're going to get straight into it. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too complicated. But something very consistent, right? That's going to be the big part. Stay consistent, man. Like, if you wouldn't... How do I say this? If you want something and you want to be real good at it, or you want to be real, you know, you want to be like that at it, if that makes sense, man, you're going to have to commit to it. There's no way around it. So if you want to be jacked, if you want to be smart, like whatever it is, like you have to dial in and put a lot of effort toward it. If you're not willing to do that, why do it at all? You're going to do nothing but disappoint your future self. That's all you're going to do. Because if your future self, imagine, right? Let's just say, boom, for a second real quick. You could talk to yourself. Let's just say, boom, you get to talk to your future self, right? How do you think he would respond if he saw you doing certain things? Like, actually think about that. Because that will eventually happen. Man, I wish I would have did this different. I wish I wouldn't have slacked off here, or, you know, none of us are perfect by any means. But I'm just saying, if you look at it through that lens, you're way less likely to bullshit yourself. And I'm gonna just keep it honest. You're way less likely to bullshit yourself if you think about how much you'd be disappointing your future self. Damn, that's a clip. But let's go ahead. Let's hop out the car. Back was the only thing we didn't record, but honestly, moving forward, that will not happen again. Back, you know, y'all will see a back day. I just don't want y'all to see chest, legs, arms, and think, you know, we just don't hit back. That's not the case. But we'll have back tomorrow, actually, so.
Woo! That's a fucking wrap. That's a wrap. Chest is fucking, I don't think I can get much more out of it, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna go ahead, check the pump, get out of here, fuel up, and then edit, then get to work. So let's run what we did though right quick. So we started with chest press, followed by laying down chest flies. Pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Then we went into incline cable press. Then we went into these. I forget what these are called. I guess you could call them like partial flies or whatever you want to call them. But honestly, beautiful. That's my first time ever doing that movement. I seen Sam Sulek doing them, so I went ahead and tried them. And honestly, it's got to be one of the best burns I've had for my chest, to be honest with you. So definitely go try those, y'all. And you just want to put them in front, have your biceps in front of your lats, and just focus on squeezing. It may not look like much, it may not look like the craziest movement, but that shit was burning, bro. So go ahead and try those out. Then we went into weighted push-ups on a very slight incline. We had our hands on the dumbbells. And yeah, it don't sound like much, but I think that was what, 7 or 8 working sets? I think so, yeah. Something like that. But yeah, let's see what it got us though. Ah, fuck, that hurt. Not gonna complain about that. That's a damn workout in itself.
That's crazy.
What?
I'll tell you after.
All right. Pump check is done. Honestly, probably got about 20 minutes of feeling this way until we go back to regular sized. But it ain't even about that, man. It's not about that. It's a lot of mental. This is a ton of mental. And honestly, it'll give you a boost for the rest of the day. Even though in theory you would think, you know, how are you gonna have more energy after burning it? But 100% gives you an energy boost, makes you feel better. And man, do you really need all those reasons? Lock it in, bro. Do you really need all those reasons? Do it for yourself. It's you versus you at the end of the day. And if you could talk, just like I said earlier, if you could talk to your future self, or if you could click a button and say, hey, I want to be jacked, I want to be more muscular, I want to lose weight. If you could click the button and you're saying, yes, I will click that button to make it happen instantly, then it's something you probably want and you should probably start working toward it. That's just the simplest way to look at it. Also, would you want to talk to your future self? And honestly, let's be honest, have your future self disappointed? Probably not, right? So go ahead and do your due diligence to where that shit doesn't happen. But we're gonna go ahead. Fuck, let me do one more. All right, let's go ahead, fuel up, get some protein in. Probably do a quick chat in the car before we get on and move on from this for the rest of the day and start editing, then get to work, which is honestly gonna fund this whole thing, right? So, damn, I'm tired.
Favorite part of the day is in the bag. Chest workout is in the bag. Now it's time to get onto other things, which for me will be showering, getting some protein in, editing, and then getting to work. So I gotta lock in, get those things done. And you know, like I always say, ultimately start prepping for the next lift. You know, not that that's the only thing on your mind or whatever, but everything leading up to it, that's just what it's gonna be. So yeah, I was thinking about it too, and it was like, I really liked that concept. If you would press a button to make something happen, then you should be willing to do whatever it takes to make that something happen, because that means you want it. And at the end of the day, it's you versus you, bro. You yourself will always be the biggest help and the biggest enemy, so to speak, right? It's all about making the right decisions though, and honestly just having some discipline. Like, I know that word is just used a lot, but having some discipline, being uncomfortable, like really doing things to get something you want, even if it means being uncomfortable in the process, even if it means not enjoying every single moment that's gonna lead up to getting there, right? Because at the end of the day, you have to tunnel in a little bit and focus on that goal you have that may be a far ways out. Or you could set smaller goals with that bigger goal in mind, and you know, you just build up to it. But yeah, I'm just rambling on, but honestly, valid stuff right there. So we're about to pull up at the house. Ricky Rilla's out. Y'all subscribe, comment, like, and show some love to your boy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.